What's going on today, guys? So I wasn't sure if I was going to make this video, but I thought for a moment, you know what, I think I should, because of course the Oscars are coming up and I'm very pumped for it, and The Revenant is just such an amazing film that I think you guys have to see. But I'd today like to make a video to talk about the 2016 Oscar nominations and my thoughts on which ones will win. So I'm going to be playing the video of Guillermo del Toro and many others announcing whatever category it is, and I will talk about which one I think should win and why.
For Best Original Song, the nominees are Earned It from 50 Shades of Grey, Manta Ray
50
from
Shades?
Racing Extinction,
Alright,
Simple Song number 3 from Youth,
okay.
Till It Happens to You from The Hunting Ground,
I haven't seen
and
it.
Writings on the Wall from Spectre.
Oh, really? Huh, okay, so out of all of those choices, 50 Shades of Grey, though. Ugh. I don't know how a song from that movie got into the Oscar nominations list. That's very surprising. Now, I haven't seen Youth and The Hunting Ground, so I really can't give you my thoughts on that. But I'm going to go with the one that I know the most, and that is Writings on the Wall by Sam Smith. Even though I don't think that song is anywhere near the best James Bond song, I do think that out of all of them that I've heard, this one is, I think, the best.
Achievement in cinematography. The nominees are Carol,
Alright.
The Hateful Eight,
Good choice. Still haven't seen it yet. I
Mad
will.
Max, Fury Road,
Whoa, that's a good choice.
The Revenant,
Oh, Revenant, yeah.
and Sicario.
Okay, Sicario, alright. So for best cinematography, well, there are a lot of choices, but the one I'm going to easily choose is The Revenant. By far, Emmanuel Lubezki knocked it out of the park in that film. So beautiful. I don't think any of the film even comes close to the sheer magnitude of The Revenant cinematography.
For achievement in sound editing, the nominees are Mad Max, Fury Road,
Alright, that's really
The
good
Martian,
sound. Oh, The Martian. I love that movie so much. Revenant. Oh, great.
Sicario,
Yeah, okay. Alright, that's fine.
and Star Wars,
Whoa.
The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. Oh. Wow, this is going to be a hard one, guys. Oh, man. I love 4 out of the 5 choices are fantastic. Sicario, I don't think that's going to win it. But for sound editing, I want to say The Force Awakens because I love all the sounds. But I think that may win for sound mixing, which I think is coming up next. I don't know about The Martian, though. I don't know if it's going to win best sound editing. I think it, once again, is between The Revenant and Mad Max Fury Road. And I think out of both of those, I think I may want to give it to Fury Road. Because The Revenant did have good sounds, but I think Fury Road, composing all of the action and the car chases and all the wheels just turning, and it just sounds so good, I think I'm going to go with Fury Road for this one.
For achievement in sound mixing, the
Oh,
nominees
here we go.
are Bridge of Spies,
Really? Huh.
Mad Max Fury Road,
Okay, yeah.
The Martian,
Martian, great
The
movie, I love
Revenant,
it. Oh, man.
and Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Wow, almost the same choices. But as I said before in my sound editing video, I'm going to go with Star Wars 7 because I think it just gives you all of the voices and the noises you love from the originals, all the lasers, the lightsabers, the battles, and the ships flying, the Falcon just going into light speed. Everything is there, so I'm going to give it to Force Awakens for this one.
For Best Animated Feature Film, the nominees are Anomalisa,
I've heard great things about that.
Boy and the World,
I don't know about that one.
Inside Out,
Yeah, Inside Out. Oh,
Shaun the Sheep Movie,
that was alright.
and When Marty Was There.
Oh, I've heard great things about that too. Well, the Shaun the Sheep movie was just alright to me. I saw it. I don't really want to do a review for it. It was just alright. My pick would be Inside Out because I haven't seen Anomalisa, but I've heard great things about it as well as When Marty Was There. But I think Inside Out just added the heart, and it's amazing because that movie was supposed to tug on our emotions by creating a movie about our emotions in our head. That's one of the smartest ideas ever, and the film was a great payoff on that. So I'm going to have to give it to Inside Out. Okay, so real quick, guys, they actually changed the voices. No longer Guillermo del Toro. It is now President Cheryl Boone and John Krasinski.
For performance by an actor in a supporting role,
Oh,
the
here it
nominees
comes.
are
Big.
Christian Bale in The Big Short,
I
Tom
love me
Hardy
some Christian Bale.
in The Revenant,
Tom Hardy. Oh, great
Mark
performance.
Ruffalo in Spotlight.
I need to see that. I can't.
Mark Rylance in Bridge of Spies.
Mark Rylance was
and
fantastic.
Sylvester Stallone in Creed.
Wow. Oh my God. Sylvester Stallone? Wow. I haven't seen him been nominated for an Oscar since, I think, the first Rocky film, which was like, what, 40 years ago? That's incredible. Wow. Could you ever imagine, like, 5 or 10 years ago, seeing Stallone ever be nominated for an Oscar? Yo, Adrian! But, I need to see Spotlight. I have not seen that yet, so I don't know. But I really liked Mark Rylance in Bridge of Spies. He brought a great performance. Very subtle, very calm, but had a lot of emotion to his character because he really didn't do the things he was accused of doing, which was fantastic. And if any of you have seen Bridge of Spies, you know what stoic musique means. And in this instance, I love Tom Hardy in The Revenant, but Mark Rylance in Bridge of Spies, I think, maybe the most underrated on this list. This is really hard because these performances were great. From what I've heard and what I've seen, they're great. And I really want to give it to Mark Rylance here. Now, I know it's surprising for most people, but I really thought his performance in Bridge of Spies was fantastic.
For performance by an actress in a supporting role, the nominees are Jennifer Jason Leigh, The Hateful Eight, Rooney Mara in Carol, Rachel McAdams in Spotlight,
Rachel McAdams, oh, I
Alicia
love her.
Vikander in The Danish Girl, and Kate
Really?
Winslet in Steve Jobs.
Ooh, Kate Winslet. Good choices. I'm surprised Alicia Vikander? I don't know. I don't remember if they're pronouncing her last name, but I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be for Ex Machina, but for The Danish Girl, I couldn't care less about that movie. If it was for Ex Machina, I would have said her because she did a great job as an android, which was really, really cool. I have not seen The Hateful Eight yet, so I need to check that out. I'm not a big fan of Rooney Mara. I mean, she's a good actress, but I'm never been a big fan of. Now, Rachel McAdams, however, I love Rachel McAdams, guys. I do. She is... Wow, she is absolutely spectacular. And I think her performance in Spotlight, I think really could be great because I still haven't seen Spotlight, of course. That being said, though, I think Rachel McAdams has pulled off excellent performances, and I've never really seen her in a bad movie. So I'm going to give her a shot.
For achievement in visual effects,
Oh.
the nominees are Ex Machina,
Ex Machina, alright.
Mad Max Fury Road,
Visuals, oh.
The Martian,
Martian!
The Revenant,
Okay, Revenant.
and Star Wars The Force Awakens.
This is a hard one, guys. I remember thinking about this one when I saw the list, I think, a day ago. And I really want to say The Martian because, yes, I respect The Force Awakens. But those locations look very similar to the original trilogy. And that's why I don't think it will win. I think it will win for sound mixing, but I don't think for visual effects. I think The Martian's visuals were so good. There's not one problem with the visuals because they look so real. I love the desert. It just looked so incredible. And a lot of people are going to be thinking, well, what about Mad Max? That takes place in the desert. I think Fury Road is at a close second, but it's really too hard to tell because a lot of these films have great visual effects. There's no doubt about it. And to choose one of them over the other to say, this one's better because is really hard. But I think if I'm going to choose one, I'm going with my gut. And my gut tells me that The Martian is going to win for Best Visual Effects.
For achievement in film editing, the nominees
Oh.
are The Big Short,
Okay.
Mad Max Fury Road,
Fury Road.
The Revenant,
Of course.
Spotlight,
Spotlight.
and Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Okay, so for Best Film Editing, I think Fury Road's going to take this. I really don't... I think The Revenant has some great editing in it, but I really think Fury Road's editing was great because they intentionally removed partial frames within almost every scene to make you feel on edge as if you're on kind of like an acid trip or you're on this heavy adrenaline. And I think Fury Road did that better than any other movie on this list, even though The Revenant had some truly heart-stopping scenes. I think Fury Road, because they intentionally removed frames to make you feel like you're on edge, was fantastic. And I don't think any other film really did that.
For adapted screenplay, the nominees
Oh,
are
this is going to be a big one.
Charles Randolph and Adam McKay for The Big Short,
The
Nick
scripts were
Hornby
good.
for Brooklyn,
Okay.
Phyllis Nage for Carol. Drew
Okay.
Goddard for The Martian.
Martian.
And Emma Donoghue for Room.
I love The Martian. You guys know that. I love The Martian. I think the screenplay of it is very good, but it's based off of a book. That's the thing. It's based off a book by Andy Weir, and I don't know if it just adjusts to the best screenplay, because I like the idea of screenplays either being based off of real factual events or them just actually creating a fictional screenplay. And I think Room, man, that movie, I just saw it. It was really hard to get through. It was a very depressing film, and the script was very good.
For original screenplay, the nominees are
Okay, this is gonna be good.
Matt Charman, Ethan Cohen, and Joel Cohen for Bridge of Spies.
Okay, British Spies.
Alex Garland for Ex Machina.
Eh,
Pete Docter, Meg LeBeau,
Inside
Josh
Out.
Cooley, and Ronnie Del Carmen for Inside Out. Josh Singer and Tom McCarthy for Spotlight. And Jonathan Herman, Andrea Burlock, Ashley Savage,
Straight
and
Outta
Alan
Compton.
Wankus for Straight Outta Compton.
Very good.
Well, here's one thing I'm gonna say with Straight Outta Compton is that every single star in that film is African American, yet the screenwriters are white and they get nominated. There's really Hollywood. For original screenplay, wow, these are some great films. Ex Machina, I think the first half was great, and then the second half it disappointed me. So I gotta scratch that off the list immediately. Straight Outta Compton, though, man, that was such a great script. That really was. I honestly think Straight Outta Compton may win this one. You know, I really think Spotlight, though, could be the underdog that could take it. But from what I've seen, I think Straight Outta Compton can win it.
Original score, the nominees are Thomas Newman for Bridge of Spies. Carter Burwell for Carol.
Okay.
Ennio Morricone for The Hateful Eight.
Oh, Morricone.
Johan Johansson for Sicario.
Sicario. Oh.
And John Williams for Star Wars The Force Awakens.
It would be a shame to say that John Williams shouldn't win because I love his scores. But John Williams' score for Star Wars 7 disappointed me. Like, I don't really remember any of the scores besides Rey's. Honestly, I'm being completely honest. I really don't. It was just disappointing. So I don't think John Williams is going to win this time. Man, Sicario, Johan Johansson really generated the score from just orchestraic sounds, kind of like with Shutter Island. And that wasn't nominated, which is a shame. But I really thought the score of Sicario was actually the best thing about the movie, was because it really brought you into that unsettling, crippling world that was just so dirty and disgusting. I really love the score from Sicario, and I think that Johan Johansson may do it. I'm really upset that I'm not saying John Williams, because if it were any other Star Wars movie, I'd say John Williams like that.
For achievement in directing.
Oh, this is going to be a big one again.
Adam McKay for The Big Short.
Okay.
George Miller for Mad
George
Max
Miller.
Fury Road.
Yeah.
Alejandro G. Iñárritu for The Revenant.
Revenant.
Lenny Abrahamson for Room.
Room.
And Tom McCarthy for Spotlight.
Okay, so for directing, that's big. I mean, wow, Adam McKay, George Miller, these guys are all great. As much as I love Alejandro Gonzalez, George Miller reinvigorated the Mad Max franchise, and he's 70 years old. And he created this action film that was just unlike any other we've seen for a decade or two.
For performance by an actress in a leading role.
Okay, this
The
is...
nominees are Kate Blanchett in Carol.
Kate Blanchett's
Brie
terrific.
Larson in Room.
Yes, Brie Larson.
Jennifer Lawrence in Joy.
I love Lawrence,
Charlotte
though.
Rampling in 45 Years.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
And Saoirse Ronan in Brooklyn.
Saoirse Ronan is a terrific actress. Absolutely fantastic. As well as Kate Blanchett. I mean, wow, these are great actresses. And Jennifer Lawrence, who you guys know I love. And even though Joy wasn't like the best thing in the world, Jennifer Lawrence's performance, I think, was the best thing about that movie. But Brie Larson all the way.
Performance by an actor in a leading role. The nominees are Bryan Cranston in Trumbo.
Oh, Cranston. But I didn't see
Matt
Trumbo,
Damon
though.
in The Martian.
Matt Damon. Oh,
Leonardo
great.
DiCaprio in The Revenant.
Leo!
Michael Fassbender in Steve Jobs.
Fassbender. Okay.
Eddie Redmayne in The Danish Girl.
Eddie Redmayne. To me, I just think he's a little bit overrated. As I shouted, Leo. He's been nominated 5 times and been snubbed 5 times. This is his best performance, as I stated in my Revenant review. Guys, please check that out if you haven't seen it yet. He needs to win this Oscar. This is his time. I love Matt Damon. I love The Martian. But Leonardo DiCaprio blew it out of the water. He made one of the best performances I have ever seen, and have ever seen in this century alone.
We are pleased to announce the films.
All right, the big
Best
ones.
Picture nominees.
This is it.
They are The Big Short, Brad Pitt, Dee Dee
okay.
Gardner, and Jeremy Kleiner, producers.
Brad Pitt. All right.
Bridge of Spies, Steven
Really?
Spielberg, Mark
Bridge of
Flash,
Spies?
and Christy
Wow.
Krieger, producers.
I saw that in theaters.
Brooklyn, Finola Dwyer,
Okay, Brooklyn.
and Amanda Posey, producers.
Brooklyn. Good choice.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Mad Max?
And
Yo,
George Miller, producers.
wow.
The Martian.
The
Simon
Martian,
Kinberg,
yes.
Ridley Scott.
Come on,
Michael
Revenant,
Schaefer,
Revenant.
and Mark Huffam, producers.
Revenant's coming up.
The Revenant.
Yeah! The
Steve
Revenant.
Nolan, Alejandro G.
And then-
Ayotitu, Mary Perrin,
that's how you say his
and
last
Keith
name?
Redman,
I didn't know that.
producers. Room. Ed Guiney,
Room, great
producer.
film.
And Spotlight. Michael
Spotlight,
Sugar,
okay.
Steve Golan, Nicole Rockland, and Bly Pagan Faust, producers.
Okay, so those are the Best Picture nominees. Wow, I'm surprised Bridge of Spies was on there. But what's amazing is that the films with the most amount of nominations, I'm pretty sure Revenant leads with 12, then Fury Road I'm pretty sure with 10, and The Martian with 7, I think. I saw all those 3 on the opening nights for the theater, which is incredible because I never expected that to ever happen. I think out of those 3, though, because I think those are the top 3, I want The Revenant. Before The Revenant came out, I was like The Martian all the way because you know how much I love that movie. It was my favorite movie of 2015. I think The Revenant should win because that film was like an experience I've never really ever had in the theater because it just completely transfixed me. It felt like a transcendent movie, to be perfectly honest, and one that I just will never forget. I remember every solid second of that film. This is really hard to choose which is the best picture. But I really think when it comes down to it, I think The Revenant should win. Well, guys, there you have it. Those are my 2016 Oscar predictions. I really hope The Revenant's going to win Best Picture. I really do. I think Leo's going for Best Actor, Brie Larson for Best Actress, Star Wars for sound mixing, for film editing, Mad Max, and so on and so forth. But guys, I had actually kind of a blast talking to you guys about what I think should win and why. Because all films are subjective, and this is just my personal opinion. So guys, what you think about the predictions and the nominations? Do you like them? Do you hate them? You somewhere in the middle? Are you upset about all people being white who got nominated? Because I know I am. That was very sad. But then again, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned.